Yo, 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 what is up, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. And this is going to be a special one as I am joined with a new person that some of you guys might recognize, some of you guys might not. He's famous with a lot of the older players. He had a podcast, so he's the professional. So, yo, what's up, Lx?
Hey man, how's it going? Glad to be here.
Going good. How are you doing today?
Good. I'm a little excited to get back on the air. A little anxious.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a while. I think it's been probably over a year. Well over a year.
Yeah, I think it's been about 2 years since I last watched it. I used to be a big fan. I know a lot of people enjoyed that. Glad that you decided to come back.
Well, yeah, I had my disagreements with our favorite company to hate, Pocket Gems.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, that's actually why I quit. I got really mad at them, and I just didn't want to give them any free advertising. But I am no longer under their umbrella of any kind of NDA or contract, so I can do whatever the hell I want.
Amen to that. That's the way I've been operating. It's not too bad, to be honest. Don't have to censor yourself or anything like that.
Exactly.
Which is nice.
I'm going to try to censor myself for you because I know you don't do the bad language, and that's
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll do my best. You might have to bleep me out a couple times.
I can definitely edit that out if I need to, but I appreciate
right.
you being conscious of that.
No problem, man. So,
So
yeah.
for those who don't know, you are on the big team. You're on Dreadnaught, right?
Yeah, yep. I've been
So
there like 4 months, I guess. 3-4 months, something like that.
so I gotta ask, am I talking to a person named LX or am I talking to Panda right now?
We're all Panda.
We're all okay, because there's a rumor going around that just everyone is Panda's alt. And like whenever I hear, Dread mentioned, it's always like, oh, it's just Panda, mini Panda. So good to know. Okay.
I mean, I'm Panda, you're Panda, Panda's Panda. I mean,
I figured that.
Jared's Panda. We're all Panda.
No wonder. Well, that's good then. So is there anything about yourself or Dread that you would like to tell me about? Maybe because Dread has been the top team for 3+ years, I think.
Yeah, as long as I've been involved with the game. That was since like mid 2015, I think.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they've been the top. I mean, they sank down just briefly. I don't have any idea what went on back then, but they quickly rose back up.
Yeah, now they're ridiculously in the lead in terms of points at least. And are they winning? Because I've heard a rumor that Lethal Descent is in Diamond 1 right now, which is like the first time in a while at least that they've stayed in there longer than a week. Who is winning in this PvP?
Oh, this event? I think Dread's ahead right now. I mean, but
Really?
I'm not discounting Lethal. I mean, they're a great team too.
They're spinners, man. You got to respect it. Like how many level 500s and how many people they have in the top 50 for points.
Yeah,
I don't know how they do it.
No joke at all. That they've earned my respect.
Definitely. So you've been playing for how long, roughly? Because I know you have a really nice portrait that I'm jealous of.
July 2015. And the funny thing about that portrait is I don't know if I looked like that guy when I started playing or like I evolved to look like that guy, but seriously, I actually kind of look like that guy.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of
Wow.
well, without the red eyes, but the rest of it maybe.
Man, if you only had those red eyes, I wouldn't mind having red eyes sometimes,
I need a purple furry coat. For next Halloween, I got a purple furry coat.
Very cool.
So, what do you want to talk about with this game? Because, this game is at a precipice where it's like, it feels to me like we're either ready to fix it or it's doomed forever. But it always kind of seems like that to me.
It seemed like that for the past 2 years, and somehow they've kept it going. Reading the comments on my video where I said I was going to be deleting my videos. By the way, just a quick update for anyone who's still listening. I'm going to be pushing out that deadline until the mid of January because PG is like all out of office. So the timing of that really wouldn't make sense because they don't have time to talk about it. So I'm going to give them until then. I'll keep posting. We'll see what happens. But yeah, just wanted to update that really quickly. But I think PG has an option here because from what I can tell, like the roadmap. I don't know how much you've looked into that.
Dude,
I haven't really
I
looked
read
through a ton of
that
it.
stuff every day, and it just irritates me more every day. Or they don't even respond. So it's like it's hard to tell what they have in their head going forward. And the stuff that they do present, like the Bounty Harbor, that's just plain garbage. So I mean, what concerns me is that when I look into Matchmaker, now I don't know if you've noticed this, but there are a ton of high level, and I'm talking 300-400s that are teamless.
Yep.
Now, is that they're bleeding players? Because I know that, I mean, I haven't really been affected by it by people that I've played with, but I've recently just lost 2 friends of mine that like I've been playing with for like 3 years, and they were on a top diamond team, top 10 diamond team, and now they're gone after 3 years. So I mean, something has to be changing here. We can't continue this. It's unsustainable.
Right. And I have noticed that. A lot of my bookmarks, because for me personally, for the video's sake, not that I'm trying to farm anyone, I bookmark a lot of the top players in order to show off dragons to the best of their abilities. I use the top bases. And I think I cleared them out 3 days ago, and like 4 or 5 of these completely maxed out bases, level 500s, are all teamless. And it's kind of sad because I recognize a ton of these names. And on that video where I made about me deleting my videos, over half the comments were not agreeing with me. They were saying, yeah, I've quit the game.
Really?
And it's just, it's ridiculous how many people are quitting. And what concerns me is, what you mentioned, they're not answering any questions on the forums. But also, I don't really know if this is just going to be another player request. You probably remember where they did like the streams every month, and they had the player request form.
Right.
That was legitimately useless.
Right. And
they just said no to everything.
Well, most of the time, I mean, I think a couple months of my requests, and I don't even remember what they are now, but they got picked as the the top one or whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't think any of that stuff ever got implemented. So even at one a month, if they were picking 1 or 2 or 3, they couldn't make it happen. I don't know if it's that they lack the manpower to do it, or they lack the ability or the know-how, or what the deal is. But they've been dealing with this stuff for years. It's because they inherited this spaghetti code from another company. They didn't even, pioneer this game. They just bought it from somebody else. So they get stuck with all that crap, and, I don't know. I don't know.
I think if they start listening to the gameplay faction, I've expressed my frustrations with the gameplay faction, not necessarily at the players, but at the idea of it, because that non-disclosure agreement basically doesn't allow them to give out any information on what's going on. So we're being told, all this stuff is happening behind the scenes, but we don't see any of it. Right. All we see are the same problems over and over and over again. So them telling us, oh yeah, we're working on it, we're going to get it, 2019 is going to be a good year. Well, they kind of said that last year, and look at how this year has gone, right?
Well, I mean, look at the stuff that they've already rolled out as, what is it, the happiness initiative or whatever the heck they called it, but the Bounty Harbor, right? So you log on for 23 consecutive days and you can get 15 elemental embers. I mean, seriously, what are you going to do? That
is what sparked the video.
What are you going to do with 15 elemental embers? Even if you're where can you get flax? Like level 20 or something? What are you going to do with 15? The level 1 takes 100. I mean, come on.
It begs the question, does PG understand how this game works?
No.
I mean, no. And they have all these people. It's not like no one's telling them this. Literally, there's like 1,000+ post threads on the forums telling them, hey, these are literally worthless. We've been telling them about the Bounty Harbor for like two years now.
Right.
And I don't think it's ever changed once.
Well, I mean, and here's another thing. Okay, they added, the 48-hour timers to the Forge. All right. I never upgraded my Forge past level 5. And I'm trying to do the math on this thing, and I never, said I was a math genius, but you get like 3 extra days of expedites by spending 2 more levels on your Forge, which takes like, 35 days or something a piece. Dude, it would take you like 2 years to even get a return on your investment. It's ridiculous.
I don't, it's these continual frustrations, I think, that we see not being fixed. And the Forge, I feel like they could reduce honestly, why not just make it 12-hour speed ups take 12 hours to make?
Yeah.
I don't even think that would be such a radical change.
Right. I mean, that's where my I'm not really good at coming up with plans. I'm just not organized enough for that. But there's plenty of people that have put forward like these ways to get over it, like the 300 wall. I mean, my God, I've been dealing with that forever. I started complaining about that like well over a year ago, and now I'm like 360 something or other. But still, I mean, I can't even expert the dragons that I have. And here we are on the verge of another tier coming out. I mean, I'm assuming probably sometime in January if we follow the schedule.
Yeah.
And then again,
probably next breed.
Yeah, I don't know what those numbers are going to be, but it's like, man, come on. It's crazy. But I mean, I understand that the upper levels too. They don't want to, discount their, and I hate using this word, investment on their base, because it's not an investment, because you're never going to get a return on it. It's entertainment. And you're spending to be entertained. So, but I don't know what the answer is what I'm getting at. I'm sure somebody has the answer, or the combination of things that different people are saying, but I just don't have it myself.
Yeah, I was talking to Mech,
right.
and I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Mech from Rulith.
Well, he's one of the people on the forums that isn't an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. And he's smart. Like, he knows all this stuff, and he was like showing me numbers. Well, not in PMs, but in the thread that I made.
Right.
And he was showing the numbers, and he was kind of explaining. And in PMs, we kind of went more in depth into a plan. And I'm not sure how much I'm supposed to say, but more or less, it sounded like PG is at least listening to some of what the gameplay faction is telling them.
Right.
And he stressed the importance of awarding activity, not necessarily scaling gold chests, right? Because that's just awarding the spenders.
Right.
But having a system in place to where it awards the really active, hard grinding players, which I think we just don't have right now. And I think that would be a good solution, because a lot of level 300s are really active.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, I'd fit into that category, I would say.
Yeah. Because you're not a spender.
No, I haven't spent in over a year. And don't tell my team. They don't know. No, they know. I'm just kidding. But here's the thing. Dude, I was ready to drop some coin on it, because I joined Dread. I'm like, hey, man, I'm going to, beef up my base. I'm on the best freaking team in the game, and I want to dump some money into it. And, people on the team are saying, maybe it's just hold out a little bit. Maybe it's not quite worth it right now. I don't know. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing of it is here's what I'm getting at. If they got the packs to where they were a good perceived value, I mean, I'm thinking like 50,000 rubies, and then, you could pick from like 3 packs, like embers. I don't know, 10,000 embers.
I would buy that.
And, or whatever the eggs are equivalent to it, or whatever the timers are equivalent to it. And, and then they went through this phase of this, targeted marketing. I guess they're still working on it with this, daily offer crap or whatever. And it's
worthless.
Dude, it's crazy. And I don't know why they just don't get it through their head. Nobody is going to buy food and wood packs. Nobody's going to buy XP potions. Nobody's going to buy heals. I mean, it's like, there's only a few things that people actually want in these packs. It's either the rubies and the timers, or the eggs and the embers, or black pearls, I guess, if, you just started the game like last week or something, I guess. I don't know.
I have 200,000 of those freaking black pearls. I opened up about 400,000 rubies worth of gold chests this event.
God.
And 9 times out of 10, a legendary would be black pearls.
Are you nuts, man? What are you doing? Are you gonna rack up your credit card and
I'm being free to play. All right, I'm just like
free to play my butt. Get out of here. You're just so full of crap.
Yeah. So I'm spending a little bit. I took a break from spending for about a month and a half, and then I was like, you know what? People want to see this mythic.
Yeah.
And if getting the mythic shows people whether or not to get him, then it might be worth the investment. Because if I wasn't doing YouTube, I wouldn't be spending. Like, I don't see a point in it, to be quite honest. But I make the money back from doing YouTube, so it's like, all right, well.
I mean, as long as you place it in the category of what it is, and that's entertainment, you'll never see any of that money back. And I mean, if you have it to spend, then by all means spend it, have fun, but
Right.
don't decide to not eat or pay your rent or pay your child support or whatever it is.
Fortunately, I don't have to worry about any of that, but if I did, that would probably be a smart move.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like that
Yeah,
people
I get
that
what you're saying.
they cry they never have money, but they always have like new tattoos and the new divine
Yeah.
dragons. So
These
now about
dragons.
these events, man, I don't know. This current event, what is it called even? It's the Kingdom Wars, right?
Kingdom Wars, yeah.
Dude,
Kingdom Wars.
it's so boring.
It really is.
I mean, maybe it's because of the team I'm on. I don't know. It's just like
It's boring. Like, literally, there was I think in League Chat, I'm in Sapphire 1. I'm not like a big dog. I'm not in Diamond, but the entire Sapphire 1 chat was just trashing on this event, like for a solid 30 minutes. And it was like hundreds of players were in this League chat, just trashing it. And same thing on my alt, or one of my alts in Platinum. I asked, hey, does anyone actually like this event? No one said yes. It's worthless because it all depends on where you are positioned in your map. My team currently is positioned in between basically two allies that are bigger spinners than us, so we have no land.
Well,
because
that's the problem.
It's Christmas.
You just need to take the whole map.
Yeah, I mean, why can't we all just be like Lethal and have trillions of mega coins to use whenever we want? I mean,
but I mean, there is only so much you can do with an event. I mean, you take two lefts and two rights, and it's the same base every time. You know what I mean? It's. But
I'm not sure how to fix that.
The Temple Raid, dude, I like the Temple Raid. I actually
fun.
thoroughly enjoy that event. It's challenging at the end where you got to do stuff solo, and you can't depend on your level 600 teammate or whatever it is, and you got to do your own stuff. I really enjoy that. It is very reminiscent, and I don't think you were around at the time, but the original Black Bloods event.
I was.
Dude, I loved
that. Was amazing.
That.
I loved it. Didn't they bring it back once, or a version of it? I'm pretty sure, in like when they had the 4 mini events.
Yep.
Man, that was.
It wasn't exactly like the original, but it was in the essence of that.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a modified. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure I was in 2 of the original Black Buds.
I remember they used to give the avatars out or the portraits out in the prizes too. So I don't even remember what the event was where I got my avatar that I use all the time. But
yeah, I'm jealous of that one. That's that one and the one owned by Draki or Drakaron on Dread.
Oh, dude, I love that one. The Sorcerer.
That one's awesome.
I like that one a lot. Yeah,
it's cool.
That was like before I came in.
The older portraits look so much better, in my opinion. They look a lot. It looks like they took a lot more time, and they look a lot. I guess I don't know how to say it, like a darker theme. You know?
Yeah.
It's not so like colorful, which sure that's great and all, but it looks cooler. It fits the game a little bit more.
Well, I'll tell you what. I can't tell you exactly what it is, but I think you will definitely like the newest avatar when Dread gets it.
The new avatar.
Yeah.
When Dread.
Yep.
For Atlas.
Yep, for last Atlas season.
Ooh. Okay.
Dude, I am dying. I can't wait for it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if my team should get the avatar at least. I'm not sure.
Oh,
I hope so at least.
Well, I think it's just a custom one. I think it's just for the number 1 team.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep.
So they're not doing like the portrait for everyone like they have the last 2.
Well, they might have. Well, this next season, I'm not sure exactly.
Okay.
But this is from last.
I don't want you
season.
to say anything you're not supposed to, but okay, that's interesting.
Nah, I won't say anything I'm not supposed to. Probably.
Cool. Don't need a PG coming at us already.
No, it ain't PG. I'm worried about.
I mean, they can't really take too much away from us because neither of us are connected to them. So.
No. I don't want to be teamless in D1.
Right.
I've made some enemies along the way.
Really?
No,
I'm basically
not really.
the most leveled player in the game, so I can't relate. But
here's the thing: you asked me like I don't know 3 or 4 months ago to do this with you, and I kind of like I don't know gave you some bull excuse or something.
Yeah, I remember that.
Dude, I don't even remember what I said. It was honestly because
You said, "Oh yeah, I didn't have time."
yeah, I mean that was I was just blowing you off there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, well, nah, sorry about that. No,
Yeah, that's fine.
you join a new team, you don't know how you're gonna mesh with everybody, and I've been there, long enough. I feel comfortable now that they're not gonna leave me out there in the cold tomorrow. But you never know.
Right. I mean, Panda doesn't want to lose all his alts, I guess. I don't know.
Ooh, yeah. No, it's actually pretty impressive. He's got like a wall, with like 35 tablets on it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw a picture of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slit.
Really impressive. That guy's got like octopus arms.
It takes a lot to be able to get on the top teams. Like the interview process, apparently, not that I've been in it, I've heard is extensive for a couple of the teams.
I have no idea.
Really, Dread was like, "Hey man, you just want to join?" And you said, "Let's do it."
I don't even recall.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe I should apply to Dread. Maybe they'll be like, "Yeah, let's get you in."
Do you want to just settle that now? It's not going to happen.
Yeah. Last time I messaged Dread, I got an interesting email from Princess Dread.
Nah, here's the thing. You maybe change your name and. No, I don't know, man. I don't have anything to do with hiring or firing or running Atlas or anything, dude. It's that's one of the best things is I loved being in Forsaken for a long time and running the show, but I'm happy not to be doing that anymore.
Yeah, Atlas politics suck. Having to deal with that,
dude, it's crazy. And then you got like 20 people crying, so and so attacked me, and they're supposed to be our ally, and blah blah blah, and I don't care. So now it's so much simpler, as long as I stay on the list and don't attack, whoever, whatever, it's cool. Which pretty much means as long as you hit Royal and NMO and then it's all good, man.
NMO versus Dread.
Dude,
classic.
I don't want to rub it in, man, but NMO slacking. Dude, they're just falling.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, they've lost a lot of players.
The Titanic is definitely going down on that one. And there's a couple people there that I don't absolutely completely hate. Just most of them.
Honestly, I have not had that many experiences with any of them, to be honest. Like, besides one of them who just joined, I honestly haven't had too many negative experiences with NMO.
No, I mean, there's some, kind of scumbaggy people in D1. On certain teams, they do the shady stuff that, like when you're defending an Atlas and. All of a sudden when they're, losing their butt on an attack that, they get disconnected and, it doesn't show up in the ledger. Coincidence every time? Yeah, I don't know. That's the kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's mostly why I think that, teams get get disliked is because they got, a few people that do that kind of crap and
Monster Desert.
Yeah, well, that was one, but they got taken care of.
Yeah, that was a hilarious ban wave though.
Dude,
that was amazing.
Crazy.
They had maybe 9 members left after that one.
Yeah.
People were rejoicing after that because they declared on my team that I was the leader of at the time.
Right.
And we could do nothing. No banners were showing up, and they got 250 flames, and we couldn't do anything. I sent screenshots to PG, and they told us to defend harder.
They told you to defend harder. Well, I mean,
I'm like,
that's
we
true.
can't defend what we don't see. And, I had videos of nothing showing up and then them getting randomly points, and they just did nothing. And then 2 months later, the entire team was banned.
Dude,
so I guess end of the day, it's okay.
The cheating's crazy. And you can pretty much pick them out from a mile away. You get a full max base with 75s, and they got, level 2 perch or some stupid crap like that, or no perch at all. But,
or no elemental towers.
Right.
That's pretty much an immediate.
Yeah, they got a whole base full of, archers and cannons and crap. Exactly.
And 2 mil medals. Can't forget the.
Yeah. I don't know why they can't just weed that crap out, like, immediately, but then, another head pops up off the Hydra, it's.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not a technical person, so I really can't address any of that.
I don't know if they can cut the weed off at the base, right? Because, weeds will continue to keep growing unless you can cut it off at the source. So I guess in that sense, it would mean they have to figure out a way to stop the hacking, or I don't know exactly what the terminology is.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure they're ever going to be able to do.
No,
So,
they never will. But it's a matter of whether they're doing enough.
They're
As
not,
it
my
stands, I don't think they are either. But they think they are, I guess.
I don't know. It's hard to tell what PG thinks these days.
Yeah.
To be quite honest,
I mean,
because we don't get any transparency.
No.
So.
And if we want to go into stuff, I mean, everybody pretty much knows he's not my favorite person. It's probably going to get me banned from the forums eventually, but in my opinion, the player experience manager they have in there now, dude, he's just not a very nice person. I mean, for somebody that's the face of the company that you're putting out there to take care of the everyday problems or whatever, dude, I mean, I just can't imagine the people that have to work for that guy.
And apparently he's not even supposed to be posting on the forums. I actually, because I definitely don't stalk PG employees on Twitter or anything like that. But, I happened to run across a post by Jared, and we just started, messaging a couple of times. And he was like, yeah, my job isn't to deal with the forums.
Right.
It's, something else. But he does it to make sure that, we have someone to talk to at least.
Yeah, well,
but
I mean, sometimes it's not about what you say, but how you say it. And I know I've been a smart, butt in the past. And but it's always been for the greater good for a cause. It's not just to be a jerk. It's to get a point across, and it just, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But all I got to say, I really miss Joe, man. that dude,
he was awesome,
dude. He was
honestly.
the best. He was the best.
I feel like all the good PG employees just leave or disappear. PG Joe. I don't know if you like PG Coffee, but he was really cool, at least with me. One of the few employees that was.
Now that's the guy that came up with the template rate idea, right?
Yeah.
And then
I think so.
Like the week it was released, he disappeared or something. So.
Yeah, around that time, which is unfortunate because he was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Pixel, I mean,
well, it's
questionable experiences, but she was at least a good streamer. Like she got people involved,
right?
Which I feel like isn't necessarily happening,
right?
With the current ones, but I'm not going to go into that. So,
well, I mean, let's go into it. I mean,
screw it. Yeah, let's just trash
it doesn't
all
bother.
the PG employees.
Well, here's the thing, dude. When I watch those streams, I used to watch those streams. That's how I got interested in it. And they just, I mean, you can edit this out if you want, but I don't have anything personally against any of the hosts of the shows. It's boring. Completely boring, and I know some of that vanilla has to be part of the corporate deal, but yeah, whatever. I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea.
I can't really pinpoint the difference between Pixel and them, but I feel like every single stream, it's not about like playing the game. It's about introducing new stuff.
Right.
But they introduce this new stuff flying wise. They're not the best flyers in the game.
Right. Well, they don't have to be.
Yeah, so
they don't have to be, but I think a lot of it is the interaction with the audience, and especially
the lack of interaction with the audience.
Since they're dude, I mean, for the last years they haven't replied to any of my comments on there. I don't know about you.
I'm banned. All 3 of my YouTube accounts are all banned now.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never said anything rude. Streams. I've never said anything like I don't want to say negative. Maybe I've said something negative, but I've never been like profane. I haven't
either.
Used any cursing.
I just said, do you guys need more money for your Lamborghini or what? And I think they somehow took offense to that.
Right.
So yeah, I got banned.
Well, you know what? Sometimes the truth hurts because honestly, as much as they got the art department, which I think is great.
Yeah.
And
the graphics are amazing.
And the tech, whatever, to do the bugs and stuff, they're kind of But yeah, so they got all these departments, but the one who really runs the show, I think we all know what department that is. That would be the finance department. Yeah, so yeah, if it's not able to be monetized, and I've said this all in my podcast that I understand they need to make money. It's that's not a problem, but it's sometimes it's just the overwhelming greed, and it's just crazy.
I feel like I could put up with it if we had someone to talk to that understood the players more.
Right.
I feel like the PG employees that we have interactions with just don't really care, to be quite honest. I mean,
no.
You see the interactions on the forums, they just don't answer questions. They only answer specific questions that they are quote-unquote able to answer, but it's just it seems very biased on the forums.
Absolutely.
And that's the major, place that we can interact, because streams basically worthless for any kind of communication, because everything's just ignored.
Mm-hmm.
So other than that, the forums is really the only way. Help support is, in my opinion, still a joke.
Dude, no, support is crap.
So
that's still farmed. I haven't even. I mean, if something happens, unless it's a major error, like I can't fix myself, I don't even bother with those people anymore. But are they like farmed out? They're not in house, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. They don't know anything about the game either.
No, they don't.
No.
I don't know about any PG employee that does know the game, to be quite honest.
No. I mean, no, I don't think so. I think they played this, those superficial accounts for using on the streams or something, but I don't think they really play. So, before we head out of here, do you have any final questions I could maybe shed some light on about anything?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
How does Dread win wars?
It just happens.
Just happens?
Yeah.
Okay. So, PG
honestly, dude, here's the thing. People have all these theories and rumors, and it's not the Illuminati, dude. It's a bunch of dedicated people that have a singular goal in mind, and that's to be the best at the game, and that's it. That's all it is. Everybody contributes something. Not everybody contributes the same thing. But it all adds up to make a good, complete team that handles what they need to do.
Does everyone max out every event, or do you guys rely on, for example, I'm assuming lethal is more like just pure going all out on every single event to be the top? Do you guys rely on that, or do you guys rely on strategies more, or a mixture of both?
We have a great leadership, and they lead us to the way that they feel we'll be victorious.
Seems to have worked.
Yeah, so far. I mean, I don't mind any competition that comes into D1 that, and I'm not being facetious or, sarcastic. If they want to come in and give us some competition, that'd be awesome. I'm all for it.
I don't know when that's going to happen, but
seems
like you guys got a good system going.
Yeah. No, I have no complaints.
I'm sure those rewards are quite nice.
Yeah, they are. They are, absolutely. And, hopefully I can contribute enough to keep my way.
Seems like you got a spot for now, at least.
Yeah, for now, at least. There's always...
We'll see after they see this podcast. We're like, man, they're communicating with this idiotic kid. I don't know if we want him anymore.
No, well, here's the thing, man. I mean, yeah, it's a little weird. I mean, you're a young guy. I don't know. I kind of feel a little bit of a mentorship, because getting on any kind of a program and talking in front of people, it's not really easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. And I really got to give you credit, because you've come a long way since when you started. I mean, you sounded like a little kid, and I mean. Yeah, you grow up, but
no, I did 100%. I don't watch my old videos.
But you've come a long way in your presentation and stuff, and I think it's great. I mean, I don't always agree with what you say, but it's your presentation skills have definitely improved tremendously.
I work on it. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah, I'm trying.
That's good.
So, all right. Well,
hopefully, I mean, if people enjoy this, maybe I'll come back. I don't know.
Yeah, leave a like, comment down below. Do whatever. If you want to see it again, let us know. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed this personally.
Yeah,
this was a lot of fun.
I think it was excellent. It's an excellent vent for my frustrations.
right, I get to vent with somebody. It's not like I just rant by myself anymore. Now I have like validation for what I'm saying.
And
Especially because
honestly,
you're on Dread, so like what you say is like 100% correct like every single time.
well,
So
I mean, no,
I mean,
it's not 100% correct, but I mean, I can relate to people.
uh-huh.
I don't know. I just like to complain, I guess.
Yeah, same. So that should work. So yeah, appreciate you stopping by and
No problem,
talking.
man. No, thanks for having me.
All right. Well, until the next time.
All right, dude.
Peace
I'll
out.
be blowing up your base in Atlas or something.
Oh, sounds good. Chords and time. I got you.
All right, dude. See ya.
All right. See ya.